guys, fancy seeing you here. I was just making tea for me and Alex. You are, young man?
Thank you.
You know who I am, I'm Dan. Welcome back to The Forge. In this episode of Live, trust me, I'm a blacksmith, we're going to be making a hammer for a special person. It's a piece of fork truck time. The person that I'm making the hammer for doesn't know that they're getting it yet. So that's exciting. And yeah, hopefully enjoy this live. What we're going to try and do is I'm going to try and walk through the processes step by step of how we're going to make the hammer. So do a bit of forging, make the hammer, bit of forging, make the hammer, and so on and so forth. This is a piece of the last lot of rounding hammers I made them at a slightly larger stock. So I'm going to give this a go, and I'm just going to talk about all the details. So hello everyone, who have we got here? Abby, David, hey David, Melissa, hey Melissa. Is Cyrus watching? Hey Cyrus, how's your hammer, mate? Sam, hey Sam, how's it going? No, you don't need another hammer, Sam. Right, cool. I'm going to get this in the fire and start getting this hot because it's not hot yet, but I'm going to show you some bits first that I've done. So I'm going to see if I can see you on the camera there. Can you see this? Okay, so what I've done is I've put 2 centre dot marks here, and then on the parallel side I've put 2 centre dot marks there as well. Alright, and I'll just show you why I've done that.
Is the footage all okay, guys, and the sound?
Yeah. So, what?
Hello.
So the tool in here fits between those 2 centre dots. I can't quite see the camera, so I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so the tooling fits in between those 2 centre dots. So when it's hot, or a little bit warm, I'll be able to mark this up, and then once we're going, that should give us a centre. So I'm going to get this in the fire and get going. The fan on, dude. Yeah. Safety goals. Safety first, kids. Right.
I missed a part there.
Hey Luke, how's it going, dude? Bruno, Steve. Hey Steve, how's it going? Who else have we got there? Hey Penny, hey Alex. How is everybody? If you're from not from the UK, well no, I don't mind actually. Hello from Florida. Hi Stephen. Let me know where you're from in the world, and that'd be nice to see as well. Going well. Hot one today. Yeah, it's been warm today, Luke. Hey Mum, you alright? Hey from Tennessee, New York, Buffalo. Finally caught a live show. Hey John, how's it going? Cool, good. Everyone seems happy today, which is good. So I'm bringing this stock up so it's nice and hot, so when I bring it out of the fire, I'll probably line it up myself, but then once we get going it'll be a nice mark on there, and me and Alex can make this hammer together pretty quick. Dennis, Mark, how's it going? Fork truck time, Luke. This is a bit of stuff I prepared a while ago. Can we get it closer, Alex? Or is that as close as we can get? Hi Mike. Yeah, that's a good idea, Mike. I've been thinking about this Instagram live thing. It's just finding time at the minute. A lot of a lot of complicated issues with jobs that we're doing, and they're taking up more time than I'd like. So I apologise if the quality of video isn't quite as good at the minute. I just walked past you. Right there. Right there.
Why don't you use a striking anvil?
Sorry?
Why don't you use a striking anvil?
The striking anvils are a bit low for everyday work. I think the name the name denotes what they're for. They're for striking on. I've got a power hammer, I've got this anvil, and the workshop's basically been set up for me to work. And I do have students come up to give me a hand and stuff. So when I get the opportunity to use a striker, I use this anvil, and it's a bit lower than normal, this anvil as well. It's not quite, a lot of people say your anvil should be at the same height as your knuckle. I've dropped this a bit lower. It lets me stack tools up. And also the mass in an anvil like this is a lot greater than in a striking anvil. And that gives me a lot more, a much better advantage when it comes to, if you can get yourself one of these anvils first, get one of these, then get a striking anvil, I would suggest. How's the sound this evening? Can everyone hear us? Right? Okay, so I'm going to, all I'm doing now is I'm just marking up the start. So that when it does come to being hit by a striker, I was going to use a power hammer, but I think it's nice for you guys to see this process. Oh, is there some freezing issues? Everyone did just leave the workshop, so. Hey Jason, Landon, Landon Walsh, sorry. Just got on what are we making? We're making a hammer for someone who doesn't know that they're getting a hammer. Someone has arranged something with me. Why do you hold your hammer at the bottom of the handle? Bruno, why do I hold it at the bottom? So that I get as much leverage as possible. I'm using more of a barrier style swing as opposed to more of I don't know, these new styles that have come up, the Haberman and slash Ryan Brazil sort of styles. How many people we got watching, Alex?
We have got 23.
How's the sound, guys?
Yes.
It's pretty good, is it?
A little bit of top heavy.
You want to knock the fan off and give you some striking for me? Okay. Can we come in sideways?
Yeah.
Right. Cool. few waxing in here. So yeah. 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 Oh, there goes Basil. Yeah. 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 Yep. 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 And again. One more. Again. 2. Yep. Again. Right, get that hot again. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, H13, that punch is H13. So I don't need to call it, it's really good at dealing with those sorts of temperatures. Hey Coffee! John! It's John, isn't it? John Coffee. Oh, thanks for the explanation.
It is air hardening, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is. Who said that? Who asked that? Alanda Roberts. Alanda? Alanda? Is that how you say that? It's like S7. I don't know where you are in the world. I think S7 is more common in America than H13. Thanks, John. Yeah, don't dip. You can over harden it by quenching it. So it can cause you some grief.
It's fork truck time.
Oh, Sweden. I don't know what the name is in Sweden. Okay. Okay, yeah. There we go. So one thing you don't want to do, and this is like the curse if you're trying to be more efficient, is not leave your work on the anvil. It's just going to suck all the heat out of it.
It looks hotter on camera than it is in real life.
Also turn in as well, turn in your work. This way you move your work around and that prevents you losing heat from your work as well. And again, I don't normally do it this way. I normally, and again, yep. Normally use a power hammer to do this. 1, so, try that again. 1, that's it. 1, and again. Go on, a bit better than that, Alex. You need that better than that. And again. That's it, lovely. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah. I don't know if you can see, this is starting to get hot, but because it's an air hardening steel, it's got a lot of chrome in it, it's really tough stuff. You can abuse it a little bit. Go on then. And again. Oh, no. Oh, right. Put that air back on for us. B&B Forge, thanks Mum. I tried. Well, actually Alex tries now. Dad, I think my internet is playing up. Will
Yeah, it will,
live stream stay on YouTube after? Yes, it will. Is anyone else having trouble? It could be that we're running off a wireless 4G router that might be causing the issues. It went so smoothly last week. Okay. That's a shame, Penny, sorry. Seems to be working.
I changed. There is something different on it than the last one. Oh, right. It's 48, I guess, rather than 30.
Also, there's more frames per second. Cool. Is everyone enjoying like the little description and trying to work so you can hear it and stuff like that? And I want to make these really work so you can get a lot out of them. Turn that air up, Alex. Okay. Big one. And again. Okay. Big one. Again. One more. That's better. One. Yeah. Yep. And again. I think it's bouncing on that last one. And again. We just swap over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flip her over. Flip it. Yeah, on it. Yeah, stick it back in the fire. Cool. Oh.
The hammer is for a surprise customer.
Yeah.
I seem to. On the second. I seem to want my brain to do that.
It was just a cheap hammer. I found it. It was like rounding hammer. Yeah, turning hammer, barrier style, sort of style hammer. Railroad type. Turn upside down. Blind. This normally only happens in one heat on the Massey. Oh well, practice makes perfect. Love a bit of graft, Steve. Stephen, me too.
These my
Sorry?
These my still.
No. That's hot in there.
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, yeah, good. Yeah, pop him out. cool down for a bit. If anyone's got any questions, and let us cool down so you can see it on the camera. If anyone's got any questions, best ask now. But I think you got some questions together, didn't you?
So I've got a couple. Yeah, we do use the same punch with the power hammer in the tongs, don't we?
Yeah, that's okay. So I'll explain what I just did then. This has been designed so that it releases easier when it's in the Massey. As the power hammer knocks this down, it really does drive it into the hot metal. And in order to get it to release, you need I'll show you. In order to get it to release, this is bloody hot as well. Can you see that? So it's rounded. It's rounded on the sides, and then it's straight here with a taper, and it's got quite an aggressive taper, and that just allows me to eject the punch without having too much difficulty. It also means this fat stumpy design means I can drive it in really hard without having to worry about it bending or changing shape. That's why it's so steep like that. Something like this slitter, I don't know if you can see that, something like this slitter here won't do as good a job because this has a tendency to bend when you use them under the power hammer. What was that?
I meant we made that slitting tool for that set of
oh yeah, that's in the drawer.
calipers.
Yeah.
And that didn't bend at all.
But yeah, no, it's H13.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the question about the H13, this is H13 as well, and this is a slitting punch. That's the end of my finger. That's the width of it. Oh, sorry. That's the width of it. That's my thumb. And basically it's this H13 stuff is super tough, but at the same time its heat resistance means that you can keep working it and working it and working it when it's in those redder ranges. So if it does jam up, it's not going to give you any issues. Well, not unless you get it too hot.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh yeah. If you reason why it hasn't got, we don't use the wooden well, you can use the wooden handle ones, but you just have one set of tongs for every tool, so you just take off this tong clip and then they release, and you can just switch it over to another tool. So there's a flatter tool that's down still got harden it off.
The other reason for not having a handle tool, like a rodded tool would be fine, or a wooden handle, is because if I am putting them under the power hammer, the eyes collapse, or the tooling sort of shunts and shifts left and right of the eye, and they're no good to put under the Massey. So something like this can get put under the Massey and take a lot more force than if I punched a hole straight through it. And some of the hammers, some of the tooling I've seen for let's see if I can find something. Where's the hot cut? Oh, that's it there.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So this is a hot cut, a rodded hot cut. It's the handle broke the other day, but these cheeks are far too thin. Are much too thin and don't have the ability to handle the impact like a punch like this can. So right, I'll show you what we got.
30 people.
That's good. I'll show you what we got. So what we got here, kids, is a hole, one hole. Don't know if you can see that all the way through there. Now the next job, and I'm going to have to do this on the power hammer because I'm set up to do it on the power hammer, is I'm going to fuller in using some spring swages. Just grab them. No, not those ones. So these spring swages, which I'll need to bend open, they're going to go either side of there, and we're going to use them to fuller in the necks for the hammer. And we're going to do it whilst the eye is this side, so if there's any deformation to the eye, I can always dress it out later. Right, it's hot. Mr. Alec.
What's the weight of your anvil?
About 120 kilos, which is in pounds. What is that in pounds? About double, isn't it? So about 240 pounds. It's a Swedish Kolshaw. and it's rock hard. I love it to pieces. It's cast steel body, and it's a steel, welded steel plate on top. I think the gentleman or lady that owned this before me was left-handed, because I'm right-handed, and normally right-handed people work with a pick on their right-hand side. Luke will be able to tell me, he's a goof. Yeah, Luke's left-handed. I think Luke would use his bick on the other side. So there's a lot of wear on this side of the anvil, chips and stuff, and also this side of the bick is slightly more worn. Swedish quality. We like these. This is good anvil. I really like this anvil. £264. Very nice. Yeah, it weighs about that. It's good anvil. Really like it. Yeah, but you're a bit taller than me, Luke.
I don't find it too bad.
It is. I like it though, but that's my preference.
You get used to it after you start using it, then you adapt to your hammer strike.
Bend your knees. Also, the other thing about having your hammer a bit lower, your anvil a bit lower, is it gives you the opportunity to stack tooling. It gives you the opportunity to stack tooling without having to raise your arm too much higher, and also it also gives you a bit more swing without locking your arm up. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to lock your arm basically. So. Hold it. Like that.
How come I'm so quiet? I'm trying to concentrate on keeping this screen nice and smooth. And also I'm going to be doing some videoing for another video, which you'll see me doing.
She is purring very nicely, Luke. Abby, really nice to see the ladies here. Oh, how many ladies are here, by the way? I'd like to know. I've got a video that I want to do, sort of lady orientated.
You want me to come up in your dress?
I said a lady, not a monster. Zero. Stephen, we've been... Send me an email, Stephen. I'll give you some places where you can get steel from. And I can probably sell you some if you want something. Hey, Jonathan! We've got to make this leg vice. Hello, California. Omar, how's it going?
Hello, Johnny.
Alright Peter, how's it going? Penny in and out. Who was asking about steel? I don't know if they heard what I said. You are?
It said in America that the price has been driven up because of things like fortune and fire.
I see. Well, they're talking about handles, aren't they? Though, I think. Right, so this is just roughed out. This isn't perfect by any measure. And I want to show you why I've done this the way I've done it. What you see a lot of, I've been told it's like, yes I heard, thanks, cool Stephen, nice. You see a lot of hammers with pinched eyes. I'm really against this. I think it inherently puts bad qualities in the hammer. It puts somewhere for the hammer to split in. And the sooner you can get it out, the better. And now, if you're going to do this sort of forged cheek style, it's going to happen because you're going to have to, in order to get the right amount of material in the centre of your hammer, you're going to have to basically forge back on the eye. And the best way to stop it from pinching is to punch the hole, then put your fullers in, and then re-drift it. That's the best way. It does provide a few complications as you're going along. But I do find it's the most effective way to get rid of that problem. I'm going to show you this now, just so you can see what I'm talking about. I hope you can see this. It's not too bright. Oh no, I'm going to leave it a second so I can show you. Did I make a cup of tea? I did. I've drunk it already, I think. Cool. Oh, Penny, I did not mean to. Oh, Abby, you're not a woman. What's occurring in Herefordshire, Johnny? It's Hammer Central this evening. We've had a long day. We've been out on site most of the day and moving stuff around and picking up, building a workshop in my garden for my better half, better three quarters.
So we've got 30 people watching at the moment.
Oh, nice.
And we've done.
So we moved some ballast earlier, and what else did we do? We moved some wood, picked up a cement mixer. We were on site. We were sorting out a problem with a job, and also we went up and finished off a little additional job for a customer. And what else did we do today? And now we're doing the live, which is great fun. This is probably cool enough now to show you what's happened to this eye. In order to get the cheeks, can you see that? How much deformation that's happened there? Now, just call me a bad blacksmith, but there's a pinch on this end, and that end's closed up. So now I'm going to start drifting that through again, and getting it to the point where I can use this and turn it into a serviceable hammer. I'll stop whistling. What handle of wood? I'm using a hickory handle. It's a brought handle. I stopped making my handles. It adds about 2 hours onto a job. I'm rubbish with wood. And I just find repurposing a handle out of material that's designed to be made for a hammer is much easier than messing around with sapele or something, or hickory or something like that. I'm just not very good at it. Off the top of my head, I think that it's either 85 or 95. I can't quite remember. There's a price list somewhere. I've got a price list written out. If anyone wants a price list from Tools, I'll send it to them. Just have to ask. How's your tongs, by the way, Johnny? Why is that, Abby? Why change it? If it's working. What are you doing?
One question from the Cut Tongs video was, are twisted tongs easy to cut?
Cool. Did you write the name down of the person?
Yeah, Jack.
Jack. Jack, if you're watching, twisted tongs, I don't like them, they break really quickly. They tend to break just by the nib. But, if they're your first pair of tongs, go for it, because they'll get you out of the hood. Grab Sledgy. Not that far away. Yep. Okay, so I'm taking the same punch that we were using before. Give him. And again. And again. And again. And I'm just reopening this eye. Go on. Yep. Nice. Now, what you might find is you might start cutting it. Yep. 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 I'll show you this after I'm done. Yep. Go on, one more. And again. Yep. 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 Oh. Oh, this is loosening up nicely. One. One. And again. Nice. Cool. One. And again. That's it. One. 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 Nice. One. Big one.
You also need to stop saying nice.
Nice. It's the new word. Go for it. And again. And every time I say one more, I feel like I'm torturing you. Yep. 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 I think the tool's heating up a bit. Back in the fire.
I need to speak up or scream, sorry. There you go, there's a scream.
Al strikes like a champ.
Sorry, I'll start shouting for... Yeah, when I'm watching the videos back, I'm like, why am I speaking so quietly? But I forget that the camera, the microphone's got to pick up me speaking as well. Not just...
You're so rude, you are. Not big mouth over here. Right, you pull him out and I'll knock him through. Oh, I tell you what. So, back in the day when we had 500 subscribers, I made this beautiful hammer. So, I think I'm going to use this now. I hardly use it, to be honest with you.
All of those 500 unsubscribed.
Probably. Just give them. How is everyone this evening? How many people we got watching? Times to start planning on the next surprise project. Oh, supersize project, sorry.
Every project is a surprise.
Are you off, Johnny? Stick me. Yeah, check him over. So the profile of my punch should, I hate when it happens, should match the profile of the start of my drift. But there's a little bit of a pinch in the eye, a little bit of a nub inside that eye. That just means that I'm going to have to drift it through a little bit to get it started. But I'll show you, let this cool down a bit, show you it in just a second. Right, how are we going so far? Has everyone enjoyed themselves? Same 30. I'm just letting this cool down so I can show you it on the camera. I'm going to get some water as well. Everyone's loving it. Loving the videos. Are you putting the kettle on?
Yeah.
Nice.
Who wants a cup of tea?
Alex is putting the kettle on. Who wants a cup of tea? 2 for tea so far. Thank you very much, guys. Right. Okay, so I love it when it does that purple colour. There you are, there's the eye now. It's still a bit pinching down this side, but by the time we start drifting that out, that'll all be gone. But it's pretty much back to normal, which is good. You can see Alex there, look, there's his face. There's his face. Right, stop back to that.
That's you.
No, I was talking about me. I think I'm going to coffee for Stephen. My mum wants tea. What noise? Too close to the mic. It's not straight, Dan. It'll be straight when I'm finished, right? Let's see you do a better job, Luke.
Yeah. Yeah, pop it.
Hot all the time. I don't like iced tea.
Hot drinks cool you down.
Green tea and honey. That's green tea and honey there, Luke. Hot hammer. It is a hot hammer.
Your fans are making noise, that Luke says.
Right. I have a bolster plate. I'll show you this. Well, I have a bolster plate to start the drifting process, and once we start drawing down the cheeks, I can't use this anymore. But let's walk out. So I'll use this here. Can you see that?
Did you get Dan's drift?
Use that all for goes.
They get the drift of it. Live on YouTube all around the world.
been outside today and left my nut hammer in there. Okay, drifting. Stop whistling. Put a new handle on this hammer. Right, I'll talk through that process. There's a lot going on there, I'm aware of that. I'll talk through that now when I take it out again. Oh. Okay. Hey Ben, how's it going? Woo. I knew someone was missing.
It's always Alex's fault.
What's Alex's fault?
He said, the hammer looks good, it'll be a credit to Dan. If it should fail, it'll be Alex's fault.
Yep, that's too true, brother.
'Tis why I'm here.
Everybody having fun? Hey, baby, didn't see you. Oh, Mr. John. Redhat's Forge, how's it going? Tardy. Stop whistling, it's disgusting. Okay, so I'm going to go in from the opposite side this time, and this will be the last time I use this bolster, because I'm starting to develop cheeks.
That's how Henry said that.
Is it? So here, I'm using the round side of this hammer. I'm holding the hammer at the slight angle. I'm just working the cheek down. I'm only working the side, this end of the cheek. Now I'm lifting the hammer off by hitting the faces, like so. Right. Alex, are there any hammer wedges in the drawer?
Which drawer are they?
You are?
Which drawer?
I can't remember. There were some in there. It's alright, don't worry about it. Tim! Hello Tim, how are you? Tim's here! That was far too excitable, sorry Tim. It's just nice to connect with people online and you're a bit of a legend. Is that Tim? Tim from Big Dog Foot, yeah. I don't think it's in there. No, on striking anvils, someone mentioned about striking anvils earlier and why I don't use one. If you look at where I am there, and the sort of swing that I've got, I just find it more comfortable, and it's how I was taught as well. So, cockatoo, Birdman Bill, cockatoo, Birdman Bill, how's it going? Okay, so this is the nice thing about spring fullers. I can now use these and put underneath the cheeks of the hammer, so that the cheeks that I've managed to pull out, they can go in between these spring fullers because I'm going to use them sideways. Same again, just working on these cheeks. You made tea for everyone else, didn't you?
Yeah, it's on the.
It's virtual tea. Liam, nice seeing you.
Again, that's it. I'll see.
No, we don't know who the surprise is for. I know who it's for, obviously. Yes, Penny, when's your next video? It was purple, isn't it? Okay, same again. I'm going to land that on these spring swages. I don't want to. I don't want to drive this in too much because I'll gain, oh, I won't gain, I'll lose the advantage I'm giving myself. Which won't develop these cheeks. I've never used the fullers because normally I make this under the power hammer, so I'm going to give this a couple of licks under the Massey, flattening these sides down. It's just going to speed me up a bit. Okay, lovely. Where's my tongs? Yes, that's it. Right. I'll just show you this before I put it in a Massey so you can see where we're at. I'll let it cool down a bit. Oh, really good. Da, da, da. Very cool.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, is this your next video? What was that? I didn't see that. Granddad's Forge.
It will be one of the videos coming up. Is this footage
Yeah, it'll probably be the next
of
video.
how the live works, so you guys will understand the torment we go through.
The torment, I think that's a bit of an exaggeration.
Yeah. But the effort we go to bring this to you.
We've got some complications with like internet and stuff, so we're running off a 4G wireless router, and I show that it's like rigged up outside. It's on the top of the truck on a scaffold board up in the air so that we can get the signal, because we are in deep dark Herefordshire here. So, but we're doing pretty well, which is good. Oh, what are we talking about in a minute? That looks like hard work. Yeah, doing a. Thanks, Mum. See you later. Bye, Mrs. Moss.
Goodbye, Daniel's mummy.
Right, here we go. Let's see what this looks like. It's going to be purple again. There you are, another purple hammer. So, there, as you can see, the cheeks are starting to come out nicely. The eye has got quite a bit larger. That's the cheek on the other side. And the profile, if I can get it in, I don't know if you can see, it slopes. I don't know if I can show this. Oop. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit that then. I don't know if you can see, but these cheeks slope into the middle, and that's what I'm going to try and remove now. Can you see that they slope in? I think so. Right. Let's get this in fire. Oh. It's alive!
He's gone. I can take the power.
Seen the bar as well. Hammers along this. Causing trouble again, Ben. Right. Get out of the stick to his hand. Yeah. 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 Yep. Yep. Yep.
I would start using a cold board. If you learn on a cold board first, cold board is a lot of fun.
How's it going?
How do you get hold of a flat Bible?
Fucking nicely.
That's done nicely.
I think it's quite a while actually. I think I'm out for it.
Yeah.
big screen. Not the big screen, the little screen. Tim, when I send your stuff, I'll send you a Bible. Alright?
That's not nice enough. You have to ask nicer.
No, it's nice enough.
I think it is. How's the sound on the power hammer? We've got to get a better mic, so has anyone got any questions? Just comments. We know pretty well. Just keep open questions.
See you, Tim.
Right, Jeff. Good luck.
So some irony. Not irony. It is ironic. Ironic. Okay. It must have been when I took one of the offsets down, which pushed the cheeks out of line ever so slightly, and one of the heads is off. Now, I think this is a nice. Turn that off. I think this is a nice way to demonstrate how to solve problems. I'm not really in the mood for that. I would normally start again if this has happened, and it does happen. You'll be going through the process of making something, and it might fail. But I am going to try and fix it. But I'll show you what's wrong with it first, which is a bit irritating. But it's okay. We could try and make another one. Maybe not this evening.
Who is it that said it? It's Alex's fault.
Yeah, it's Alex's fault. I don't know if we're going to be able to fix this. Damn it. Yeah, well. Happens to the best of us, right? No, I don't think it's going to go. Okay. Right, I'll show you what's wrong with it first. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see this head of the face is higher than the back of the cheek, and that one's right low?
Yeah. Roy said it looks good from where he's sitting. Oh, it must be good then. Roy said it's good. It must be good.
It looks. It's okay that way. It's just not okay that way. So I'm going to try and move it. I could grind it out, but that would be cheating.
And also destroy everyone's ears while you're at it.
Whilst I'm grinding?
Yeah.
It's up there as well. Like that. That's alright, it's coming out anyway. I'll fire that back on. Sorry guys, it doesn't always go like that. Sometimes I make good hammers. Oh, I bet it's in the scrap pile, this one, Roy. But thank you. So what you going to do now? It's alright, I'll just make another one, it's not a problem. Hey old James, how's it going? I try not to spark test metal because I'm not very good at it, but I try and use like an abrasive wheel as opposed to a stone. It tends to give nicer sparks, nicer bigger sparks. No, I think sometimes you could go too far, and there's no return. Is there another piece? Not that bad boy in not that in gold stuff. What's the time? In fact, I think I'll give a go and see if I straighten this up, and then I think we'll call it quits for this evening. We've been on for an hour and a half, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll give it call it quits. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it, blast! Damn it, blast you all!
Fantastic.
Stop it, you. Right.
offset that.
I'm just naturally talented in making offset hammerheads then. Can you see that? Sorry guys. Did you see any of that then?
No.
Just me.
Yeah, it's just you and the hammer coming really close to that when you put right around with that.
Oh baby, I got it. Oh, I think I got that. Hey!
Everyone give Dan a round of applause. A virtual round of applause.
I think that's savable, that is. Right, let's okay, that looks a bit better, it looks a bit tidier. It looks a lot straighter, so happy. It's not perfect, but a little bit of grinding. It's got to get ground anyway. So. Hammering horizontally, overrated. The one rule is, right, if it's going wrong, if it's not hot, stop hitting it. Because all you're doing is wasting energy and something's going to break, you're going to hurt yourself, or you're going to break the thing you're working on. Is Alex eating biscuits again? No, he's got a banana this time. Bless him.
Potassium. Look at it, look at your community, all the support, they're behind you, Dan. You can do it.
I don't know if you're being patronising here or what. Yeah, thank you guys, you're too kind. You're far too kind.
Doesn't think that would do much.
I wouldn't even be purse, just bounce off. Sorry, mate. What's that water right there?
So much water.
Oh, right, that's it. Push it. Yeah, a bit more. You learned something today, Alex?
Yeah, a lot of things today actually.
Don't work it down.
No, it's always fun working with man. It's very eventful.
There's never a boring minute, is there?
No,
there's always something.
anything can happen.
It normally does.
That's Stingray. Stingray, yeah. If anything can happen in the next half hour.
Oh, that's not too bad. It's turned out okay, that one. Not the best. Well, I think I'll make it again for this person. I like that. Third right, back then. Probably going to demonetize my video.
I'm old in the mind. I think they were all by Jerry Anderson, weren't they? This is the voice of the Mr. Ron.
You've got the hammer on, too.
Yeah. tea?
No, tea.
Oh, tea, right. We are basically in the middle of nowhere, so there is no real noise issue, kind of.
No, there's no issue.
Unless I'm being too noisy and Dan will tell me off.
The farm is located quite a ways from any real big built-up areas, and the farmer's actual house, he can't hear me, but the farmer's son, whose house is just behind us, he can't hear me, but he can feel me.
Did you say that?
What?
Did you say that? Not hear me, but you can feel me.
Still 30 miles.
Yeah, we're quite a few number of miles away from Hereford anyway. So.
13. Right, Miss Alex.
Apparently they're referring to you as a honey badger.
What's that?
I don't know, I have no idea.
They've got some Mr. Toons. Bit of a brushing. I'm not going to normalise it now. I will normalise it though. I'll just give you a close up. Yeah, that's rough. God, left and right on this is round the wrong way. One hammer.
The forge is slow blast. It's got a back wash on it.
God, it's really hard to get that right. It just seems so. I don't know if you can see that. There you go, guys. One hammer. Right. Oh, what's it mean?
Apparently you're more Winnie the Pooh than Honey Badger.
I'm glad everyone's enjoying themselves at my expense. Right, okay, well that's that. Any questions before I wrap this up? Any questions? Don't have to stand on that.
Make good footage then.
Of you being on fire.
Yeah.
It's too far away now, I can't see our beautiful faces. I said Winnie the Pooh to the honey badger. I've got the gut for it. Winnie the Pooh. You still can't see my beautiful face. Might be because I don't have one. Right, hopefully you enjoyed that. Was that fun? Was that a bit better than me talking nonsense to you lot? I know I talk some nonsense.
Always talks nonsense.
Cheers everyone. It's alright, it's not the best hammer I've ever made. I think I might make that again, you clumsy oaf. I think I might make that again. Ben and Peter are troublemakers. They're the naughty giggly boys at the back of the class, aren't they?
Yeah, all ground faces, yeah.
Yeah, I'll grind the faces. So, thank you, Roy. I always want to call you Chris. So I see the Christ Centre Ironworks, and I always think, oh, Chris, and it's not. It's Roy. Terrible with names. Thanks, guys. Any questions before we go? Did everyone enjoy that? It's all self-defence. Who's getting it? Surprise! I'm not allowed to tell you yet. I'll let you know once they've got it, but I can't tell you yet. Blacksmith Bible. Where can we buy one? You can get them off me if you want one. Drop us an email and I'll sort you out a copy. I need to go and get some more copies from the college. I give most of the money from those to the college, so I don't make, well, I make a bit of money out of it just for handling it, and there's shipping on top, but a lot of that money goes to the college, so it helps them.
Not very long, about 2 foot.
What's that?
How big a piece can you heat in your forge? 2 foot long, just less than.
Yeah, about 2 foot 18 inches, something like that.
Yeah.
I need to make a bigger forge, Roy, really. I think that's going to happen in the summer. Well, we're in the summer now. I don't think it's going to happen before Christmas. I want to put a double half in here so that we can use that. So. Oh.
That's a hole then, isn't it? A double over half.
Why do I do this to myself? Right, that's it. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I've enjoyed making a hammer. Please like this video and subscribe and share it and all that nonsense. If you did enjoy the video, leave a comment and just say that you liked it. Was this better construction of the video? Do you think that you were able to see more detail and learn stuff sort of on the fly? I hope you did anyway. Also, you saw me being a complete animal at one point. Where do you go? Are you turning the power hammer off? Turning the power hammer off. Good. So that is everything. So thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. And big hunk of wrought iron, wink, wink. So yes, I think that's everything.
I feel like a good ending to this, since we began it with a suspense, we should end it with all the lights just going dark.
You're just going to go around and systematically turn all the lights off. Okay. Good night, everyone. Goodbye. Oh, which question? Hang on. What question was it, Penny? Penny, what question was it?
Okay, we'll wait for Penny's question.
Stephen, claw hammers. I think I might do the next live. I might make a claw hammer on the next live.
How heavy is the hammer? 3 pounds.
No, two and a bit.
Plus the fact we forged it, so
it might be a bit under 2. But I say 2 and a bit. You get between 2.6, 2.8 normally. So
that's it then.
Where are you on next? Live will be in a fortnight, and it will be here again, I hope, and it'll be Saturday. It'll be about the same time, between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. I'll try and promote it a bit more next time. And
this is quite good actually. This would be good for a Halloween special.
Yeah, I can burn myself a lot as well because I can't see anything. So anyway, end that light.
Good night, everyone. Bye.
Oh, it's gone down.